Hi, I'm Aubrey. I'm an intuitive and energy healer. And today we're going to do an energy healing session. I pulled a couple of cards to help me figure out where to get started. First of all, um, it doesn't matter if you're listening to this today or years down the road. If you're led to this video, there's a reason. And so we're going to work on whatever comes up. So I already pulled two cards, and excessive and foolish mistakes came up. These are both in, so it's this abundant attraction deck, and the fiery black cards that these are. So they reveal energetic blockages. So we're going to work on those. Is there anything else we need to know about these? No. Okay, so we're going to work on these together. So what I'm getting from these is, first of all, let me read this one because I feel like it's relevant. Abundance is not about having everything. It is about having what is right for you. Understand that excess will never fulfill you, but it can surely entangle you. So, what I saw was all of this energy, and it had like floating in it just like news and what you're supposed to be doing, and like just these images of different things that we're told that we're supposed to be doing or that maybe we want to do, just this excessiveness. And so it's coming at us kind of like a fire hose, and we are not able to metabolize it. So what I'm visualizing right now, and it's causing foolish mistakes for that reason. We're not able to, when we have all of this information coming at us, we're not able to focus on what our intuition is telling us. We're relying on outside sources to tell us what to do. It's just not ideal. So what we're going to do is, I see a gauge, and there will be moments like this. If you're, maybe this would be a video for you to be on the exercise bike or taking a walk or on a drive or something. So please excuse, I'm just going to take moments every once in a while to listen to my intuition. And it's not a fast-paced video. I don't know why that was hard to say. Okay, so I'm seeing this gauge. And it's it regulates I was going to say what we can, what we allow in, but that's not it. It regulates something. Okay, it regulates what we attract, actually. Okay, interesting. So it regulates what we attract, like the type of energy we attract into our life. And it's malfunctioning, and that is the reason why we're making foolish mistakes, because we're living for other people, I'm hearing. We're not living for ourselves. So what we're going to do, I think that in some cases it might even be missing in some people's call back if it's missing, and we're going to put it back in place. And if it's broken, if it's not functioning correctly, then we're going to call in angels or our spirit team or whoever to fix this, so that the things that are magnetized to us are for our highest good, for our life lessons that we're here to learn, that we need to learn, and for us living our life mission. Okay. So we're just going to witness this happening. I'm hearing just a lot of clunking, and there's a lot of work being done on it. So we're just going to keep witnessing it. Okay, what I'm hearing is we need to limit what we're trying to attract into our life. So we're going to have just a clean slate. We're going to wipe everything out that we've been magnetizing to ourselves. We're going to have a clean slate, and I want you to think of just 2 things. And if it feels right, do more, 3, maybe 4 at the most at this time. 2 things that you are really desiring and really hoping for, that you feel called to do. You feel called to either know more about or to do more of this thing. And we are just going to put this on our clean slate. And we're going to say, these are the things that we are attracting to ourselves. And everything else stays out. And you'll know what your number is. You'll do one, and then you'll feel like, oh wait, what about this? Then you'll add another. And then if it feels right, you'll add more. But just try really hard to not do more than 4 until you like give it a little bit of time, and maybe like a week or so you can add more. Okay. I'm getting that there's nothing else we need to do having to do with that. That was interesting. All right. Add to my spirit animal deck. What could we possibly need? Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Okay, we need another animal. Let's see. For clarity. Sometimes life stings. The wasp. That is certainly true. Look how pretty these cards are. I just love them. All right. So trust in divine detours, and sometimes life stings. Okay, what I am hearing or like feeling, not in words, but like the feeling I'm getting is we wouldn't be able to know, and this isn't a bee, but we wouldn't be able to taste the sweetness and recognize the sweetness and of honey, of, we'll just take honey for instance. Can you think of anything sweeter? Certainly, possibly on the same wavelength, yes, but like in life, honey is probably the sweetest thing we can taste. But we do get stung sometimes. And if we didn't know, well, okay, let's put it this way. Sorry, taking a different track. A detour, a divine detour, if you will. So we wouldn't be able to understand how incredibly sweet honey is if we didn't have a lemon or something very bitter. Like, I don't know why, a dandelion. Have you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever like try to blow out of a dandelion and it's just so bitter? Something along those lines. We wouldn't really truly be able to appreciate and understand the sweetness of honey if we didn't know the bitterness of dandelions and if we didn't know the sourness of lemons. And so we do get stung sometimes in life. And it takes us on divine detours. Doesn't it? Okay. What do we need to clear with this? What do we need to clear? Okay, I'm getting like a PTSD. coming from this. So we're going to just breathe this out. There's something stuck in our energy that's making it difficult to be able to. So we're only, okay, here's what I'm getting. We're only focusing on the bitter and the sour. And it's getting in the way of us being able to taste the sweet. So it's like, because I don't know if you've ever experienced PTSD, I certainly have. Even if you're like telling yourself while you're in a spiral, like, I'm calm, I am safe, like you can do all the things. Here, my throat chakra, I'm being quite affected by this. We can do anything possible to be able to calm our nervous system down. But when we're in a spiral of PTSD, there's no tasting the sweet. There's no like feeling happiness or calm or joy. So we're going to go ahead and just breathe out that, whatever that PTSD is. There's something getting in the way of us being able to taste that sweetness. Okay. I think that's it. Is that it? Okay. That's it on that vein. What else do we need to work on? Okay, I got this card, positivity. And the word at the bottom here that I'm being led to is growth. So what kind of growth are we looking at? Okay. I'm hearing, in order to take the next step, we need to clear out the heart. Okay, so I'm turning to the Rose Codes book, the Book of Initiations by Maria Nuraslimova. It's a really great book. I turn to it often. And let's see, page 76. These healing spirals. And I use these quite often. It's not surprising that I was led to it again. So what I'm feeling is that we need to dredge up all of the stuff that's stuck in our heart space. So we're just going to imagine this coil, this spiral entering our heart space. It's not harmful. It's made of light, it's healing. So we're just going to be calm and visualize this spiral. It's going to dredge up everything. So it's going to go counterclockwise. It's going to dredge up everything in our heart space that's ready to be dislodged and to be removed. And the way I visualize this is kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen a machine like burrow into a wall and then there's water spraying on it. And maybe, have I seen this? Anyway, this is what I'm getting. I want to say that I've seen this, but who knows? This is the visual that I'm getting is this machine burrowing into the wall, and then the water is like helping dislodge everything, and like it's just kind of moving its way out. Oh, why is that? I like caught my breath. Something feels really heavy. Okay. So we're just going to give ourselves grace. Reassure ourselves that we're safe. Okay, and we're going to just visualize this. And yawns and yeah, yawns are a sign of things being released and moved. Coughing too. So a lot of things are coming up. I'm feeling just a little bit dizzy. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Okay. We're going to just pause it for a second, just like spray some divine light or water and light into there, and it's just going to kind of clean out whatever we've dredged up. Okay, we're going to get that spinning again and do it a little bit fast, actually a lot bit faster. Just kind of like a washing machine. Spinning, spinning, everything is going to the outside and moving its way out. I don't know, I'm just feeling like we need to do more and more and more. So keep that spiral moving. Okay. It's kind of unexpected. Okay, so I'm feeling like I'm getting to a certain point where I like dug up so much, I'm seeing this huge flower. Can you tell me what this flower represents? Go within. What I'm feeling is someone is scared to go within. You don't need to be scared. There's this flower, this beautiful, beautiful scenery, these beautiful worlds within. So don't be afraid. Go within. Do we need to do anything with this flower? I'm getting no. Okay, and I'm getting we just need to keep on going a little bit further. Keep it going. Everything's okay. Okay, now I'm feeling a collective, just like we move past a difficult part. And what I felt like part of the reason why we got to this flower was like, okay, stop. It's kind of like a checkpoint. And it's a place where people just feel like they can't get past. And so I feel like we're getting just a little bit further past that point. We're making some progress. We're going to move that out. And what I'm feeling is we were a little bit scared to go through that wall, but everything's okay. And I'm feeling just like this deep breath, this collective deep breath. Everything's okay. Okay, but there's, oh boy. And I'm going to do some tapping. You can tap along with me if you want. So these visualizations, you can just listen and just trust that everything is happening. But I feel like if you're participating, if you're breathing, if you're tapping, if you're visualizing along with me, it can be a lot more powerful. So what I'm getting, okay, we are getting this. We are getting to this boulder, but it's not just a boulder. It's like, okay, I like keep getting these images like a diamond. We know that a diamond is really, really tough material. But then I'm like, and then it like fades away. Like, no, it's not an actual diamond. It's just like, we want to get a visual of like how hard it is. And then I got an image of this really tough steel metal. And so we're just understanding that this is a really hard block that we're entering. But there's a strange calm. We've gotten to this point, so we're just going to keep going. Boy, oh boy, are we scared as a society of our heart space? And there's no shame in that, because some of the most painful things we can go through on this earth have to do with our heart space. And oh boy, I'm feeling emotions coming up. Some of the most difficult things we can go through at least for me, I would much rather go through some of the most physically painful experiences. I would rather go through those again and again rather than experience some of the heart pain that I've experienced in my life. And I'm feeling that type of just like we're getting to that core. This is what we're here for. Wowzers. I did not know it was going to go this deep. So we're not going to go through this hard material. We are going to, I just saw 2020 for what it's worth. Oh, I do know why we saw 2020, because on the other side of this, we're going to get 2020 vision. So we're actually going to dig around this. We're going to get a little bit farther into the cave, a little bit farther, and we're going to go around it. And we have this big like clasp thing like this. It goes like this, and it's going to grab that boulder. It's going to pull it out. Okay. And keep going around the outside to make it more and more room because it's really heavy. We're going to move it out. Oh boy. Holy cow, this is big. Way bigger. We've been carrying it on our backs for so long. Oh my gosh, so many emotions, so much being dredged up. Okay, let's take a moment. Are there some emotions that we need to clear? Yes, okay. Okay, I'm getting blaming. That's so funny. I felt paralyzed after I said that. That we're blaming other people, not that we're being blamed. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go ahead and clear that so we're not paralyzed by that anymore. It's stuck. Okay. Just tap wherever it feels right. You can do the EFT places, or a lot of times I tap on the just below my kneecap. There seems to be a spot in there. Like when we feel stuck, that is where I feel like I need to tap. So you may as well. Okay. I'm just asking if there's any other emotions that we're needing to clear before this can go out. I'm getting no. Okay. We're ready. It's gonna come out. Okay, it's out. And we're going to thank this boulder for trying to protect us. And we're gonna recognize this. You're such a beautiful boulder. Wow. Like, you have been part of me for a very long time, and I am just so grateful for you. I am going to place you in someplace special. Think about your yard, a garden, a park that you usually go to, that you can just kind of memorialize this and say, we're done. We're done with this era. And I just thank you, and I'm grateful for all of this, that all the life lessons that came from this and everything, all of the growth. Oh my gosh, all of the growth that you helped me with, that I was able to grow because of this. So just go ahead and place this boulder wherever you feel like is meaningful for you. And if you just want to bury it and you want to put it deep down in the earth and you want to say, okay, I'm completely done with that, absolutely done with that, you can go ahead and just bury it and say thank you. You're gonna have a great purpose here. All right. And I am seeing just this really clear heart space. So we're gonna go the other way, and we're going to spin it really, really fast. Clear that out, just anything that's left over. All right. I'm seeing it's clear. And then I just looked up and I saw, oh my gosh, this caught my eye, the sun. And I just want to cry because it's just like all of this hard work, all of this growth, all of this pain, all of the stings that we've experienced, all of the sour and the bitter that we've experienced. And I'm just seeing this light at the end of the tunnel, this beautiful, beautiful sun that is giving us 2020 vision. And we are ready to move on. We're grateful for the things that we've experienced, for the life lessons that we've experienced. Boy, oh boy, was this a meaningful healing. I think that we're going to leave it here. I just want to see if there's anything else that we need to, any kind of words of wisdom or anything like that. Okay. There is something. It's not in my cards. It's not in my books. What is it? Okay. I'm trying to discern exactly what this is giving me. Okay. I don't know if you know San Juan de Lagache. Okay. I actually created a painting and it's right here on the wall. When I was going through therapy, my therapist told me that she would like me to, as I stumble all over everything, she would like me to come up with a safe place for me to visualize myself. And when I experienced that, okay, I don't know why I'm feeling like I need to share this story with you. I don't know why. I guess we'll find out by the end. I've been to San Juan de Lagache 2 times. And it's in Spain. It's in Basque Country in Spain. And both times it's just this majestic, beautiful, like, wow, God is real type of feeling. Like, look at that turquoise green water. Look at the vastness of the landscape of this water. Look at the crevices and the structure of the rocks that happen because of this beautiful flow of water. And then you walk up to the very top, and there's these little sanctuaries. And it just feels so holy. Oh my goodness. This isn't my experience that, like, these tears are coming from. This is, I don't know why, this is your energy. Okay, here's what we're getting from this is we don't get the best things in life just from walking out into our backyard. And sometimes we do. But if we don't have life experiences, if we don't go up those stairs to experience the sanctuary, if we don't take this hike and have these life experiences, and we don't get to see the vastness of what this life can offer us. And so, okay. Okay, here's where we're at. This is, okay, now I have clarity. Because of the bitterness and the stings and the sour parts of life, I'm feeling like, because of the pain and the discomfort that we've experienced because of those things, I'm just feeling so tender for you guys. There's something just really some really big stuff coming up. There's some fragments that had been broken off. What happens is when we have experiences where mostly pain or trauma, it can happen with disappointments. It can happen from conditioning. I'm just feeling like we've been conditioned to break off those experiences. The holy, beautiful experiences, because what I'm getting is we've been told and conditioned that those are fleeting, that those are not the part of life, that like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like there's this feeling of we just had to break it off for some reason. I don't know. You'll know why something will resonate with you. I'm not getting that we need clarity on this or anything like that, but so that's what happens sometimes when we experience the trauma or conditioning, that parts of ourselves will fragment off. And so we're not able to fully experience those things, experience joy, fulfillment, vastness, just awe. So however many pieces, fragments were broken off, we're going to now just visualize those going through a filter. We're going to like invite them back into our energy, but they're going to go through a filter and take off all the distortions, all of the conditioning, all of the trauma. It's going to be washed off, and a veil of light it's going to go through. It's going to be called back into our energy, and we're going to accept it into our heart space and just say welcome home. And it's going to raise up because it was broken off, and it's immature according to like, it's not as old as we are, basically, because it was broken off. So we're going to raise it up to all of our life experiences to this point, and it's going to be a part of us. It's going to be part of our highest self and our whole self. Just going to welcome it in. Okay. And now I invite you to go out and experience something that brings you awe, and it doesn't have to be big. You go out and you go find a flower. You go for a walk and experience a dog on your walk that wants to just play and just experience that childlike awe and wonder. I don't know. I promise this isn't like my trauma. I promise. I'm just like, I'm experiencing it from your perspective. This is what happened. So, wow, this is big. This became so much bigger than I expected. Thank you for being here. And thank you if you made it to the end. I think I'll just leave it here. I hope you have a magnificent day.